Hey everybody, this is from Jugbow. This is a dog training collar. Now Jugbow did reach out to me and sent me this product in exchange for a product review. So this is a sponsored video. I'm happy to give you my honest review on this Jugbow dog training collar. Now I have had dog training collars from Jugbow, this company, before. They are a leading company in this field here. And let's open this up here and take a look at it. Jugbow dog training collar right here. Take a look at what we got. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. User manual right here. Lifetime warranty and video guide with a QR code right there. And a quick operating guide. So here's the collar. Now this one has a green sensor on it right here. Here is the clicker or the control part. Whoops. Right here. So a dark green right here. And they also have a USB cable. And here are the little connector pieces. And these are important, and there's a little tool there for the connector pieces that go on the inside of the collar. So, what happens is you have a choice on whether or not you want to use the shock feature or not. So let's open this up. There's a caution on here. So it does shock them. It's not intended to hurt them, but just be careful when you do the settings. So these little prongs right here, you can see the little rubber prongs right here. So you take these little covers off, and there is what can shock the dog right there. So the idea is if the dog is doing something wrong, if they're running into your neighbor's yard, if they're running out into the street, if they're repeatedly barking, and you want them to change that behavior, you give them a little shock with the remote, and it will shock them, and it'll startle them, and it'll give them a shock. And you can adjust the settings on how high the shock needs to be, depending on the size of your dog, the strength of your dog, right? But you can shock them, and then once they are warned and they hear that shock, then it also has a beeping sound, okay? So they can associate the beeping sound with getting shocked. So you can do the beeping sound to get their attention, and if they keep doing it, then you can shock them, okay? And the shocking is unpleasant, and what they'll do is they'll associate the beeping sound with shocking. So, hey, you better come here, you better stop it, beep, right? They keep doing it, you click the other button and it shocks them, okay? So you can use the shocking mechanisms, or if you choose not to, you can actually take these out with this tool right here to where there's no shock and you're only beeping them. So you can take this out. So let's get the little tool out. And you use this just to unscrew the little prongs right here. And again, these little prongs are what goes up against their skin. There you go, right there. So we've taken the little prong out, okay? Okay, yeah, as I suspected. So the spare set of prongs is a little bit longer. All right, so you have one that's a little bit shorter, one's a little bit longer. So if you have a short-haired dog, like we have we have a small short-haired mini Dachshund, the little short-haired prong would be enough. There is a longer prong, so if your dog has more hair, you may need a little bit longer one to reach to their skin. So it depends on what kind of dog you have, on which one you would use, okay? All right, so I push the button underneath here to turn it on. You can see the lights underneath it lighting up. So I have 4 lights and the green light. There you go. You can see it flashing right there. That just shows you that it's on and that it's working as it should, okay? So if you see that the light is no longer flashing on the collar that your dog's wearing, you're gonna need to charge it up. All right, so on the side is the on-off, and you can see the battery charge right there, and you can see it's locked. We turned it on right there. You can see what it looks like right there. You can see that there is a 1 dog at the top. That means it's on channel 1. You can switch it to the other channel. There's channel 1 and channel 2. So default is channel 1. All right, and those are the little caps that go on. Those are conductive caps. So you want the rubber caps to stay on. That way it doesn't dig into the dog's skin. The dog can still feel the shock through the rubber, all right? Here's the beep sound. And you can adjust that, and you can up and down, plus or minus the intensity, you see, of the shock as you want, right there with the controls right there, okay? A really nice, lightweight, handy little dog training collar, and From my experiences, this works really great for getting a dog that wants to misbehave or jump. You put this on them, you play that little beeping sound, that scares them. They know, hey, you better get your act together, you better come back inside, or you better stop barking, whatever it is. We can adjust the sound level here, a higher pitch, back down to the lower pitch. You can also adjust again the vibration level and the shock level of the dog. So just be careful. And again, if your dog has longer hair, use the longer tips. And if your dog has shorter hair, then the short ones like we have right here should do just fine. And a really nice little product. If you're looking for a dog training collar, this one from Jugbow might be the one you're looking for.